Well, today I want to talk a little bit about brain basics. We've talked about audio perception and image and video perception previously, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about uh, motor memory and how that relates to uh, basically procedural memory. So, motor memory is basically how you remember to do things that seem automatic to you after time. So, driving your car, uh, riding a bike or a Segway, uh, maybe playing a musical instrument. And that all basically ties back into procedural memory with dedicated parts of your brain handling that. And it's good that dedicated parts of your brain handle that because that enables you to be doing multiple things at the same time. You can be driving while talking on the phone, or well, you shouldn't be texting while driving. Obviously, that's something I shouldn't be doing either. I apologize for that if you see me on the road doing that. But yeah, those things just become automatic, and once they're automatic, you don't really have to think about them. Now, what's interesting is that anything that is tied to a perceptual input, so hearing things, for example, actually evokes the muscles in your vocal cords to speak those things. So when you're reading, or sometimes even when you're hearing, oftentimes those muscles in your vocal cords are actually being activated as if you're speaking them. And that's interesting because it indicates that there is actually a perceptual motor feedback loop. So uh, we know also that this is true due to specific experiments done on mirroring and mirror neurons. So when you see someone doing something specifically, a lot of times the muscles that are involved in that activity actually get activated in your body. And even when you're asleep, uh, you find yourself in REM sleep. If you have animals, if you have a dog or a mouse, you can see this pretty clearly. You can see that even in the dreams that they're having, their muscles are being activated, but they're actually being inhibited by their body because of the state that they're in. So these muscles are activated not just by our voluntary decision to activate them, but also by the thoughts that we may be having. So this phenomenon is sometimes referred to as psychosomatic, where what you're thinking is actually activating things that happen in your body. And this is true not only for your muscle system, it's also true for internal organs and your heart and all kinds of things that you may not be aware of. So you have basically two different nervous systems and two different states that you can be in. Those are, of course, the sympathetic and parasympathetic state. And you have to take into consideration that if you are in this sympathetic state for a prolonged period of time, which is fight or flight, that blood flow is getting diverted to the outer parts of your body to prepare basically your muscles to take action in a fight or flight type situation. And blood flow is therefore not going to the internal organs and to take care of the other things that need to be taken care of internally. So it is important to make sure that you get yourself into this parasympathetic state, de-stress, of course. And one of the best ways to de-stress is to make sure that it's not your problem, because it's not your problem. It's somebody else's problem, and you just have to come to the realization of who that someone else is.